Well, it's been a while since my last update. I've been pretty busy. Anybody who ever gets one of these things, it comes with a little base made out of steel. Keep that little base. You know, it's part of the packaging. But it's good to set it down in there, and then you can use your forks to pick it up and move it around on the tractor. But well, my corn didn't get really big. It got a few ears of corn in there, but it never got that big. And well, this is garden site number 2. Got some cabbages coming in. We've had so many pickles, it's unbelievable. We're doing all kinds of pickling. We're and the tomatoes have been driving us nuts. Tomatillos are just now coming in. Uh-oh. Hey, you two. See right there? Go get a hotel, you guys. Get the hell out of there. Get out of there. Get. Yeah, so plenty of corn coming in. Just they didn't get very tall is all. Still have a few newer ones coming out there. I just heading out this morning to do a little cleaning up. I've got where I built a wall over there last year. Still have a few pieces of brick and stuff that I've got to clean up. Well, here we are. You may remember me creating this little garden bed earlier in the year where everything turned green. So I wanted to show you what's going on over here in garden site number 1. Got a whole bunch of sunflowers coming in. Usually plant some little things just down at the base of them. Cilantro and parsley and that kind of stuff. Tomatoes have been going wild. My potatoes are all done, so right in through here I can just dig up my potatoes now. But yeah, these potatoes or tomatoes just been growing pretty crazily. Got a whole nother row of tomatoes there. My hot peppers are. I didn't think that they were gonna make it, but they did. And well, these are just really going really well. We've got, I've been picking them quite a bit actually, and they are hot, I'll tell you that. Just all over. Go over on this side. We get these really big. I think this is an Anaheim. Really quite a large pepper. Like I said, I've been picking most of these things up, but this is just covered in them. These are all ready to go over here. I'll pick those in the morning. And this, all these little things right here, these are the super hot ones. I'll wait for them to turn a little red. And our cabbages. Doing great. Heading up now. This one here is just about ready. More peppers, bell peppers, tomatillos. I've picked a whole bunch of them yesterday. Made some sauce. They turned out pretty good. More tomatillos. And over here on this end, we've got more peppers, bell peppers, and sunflowers. Just a lot of really nice little peppers here. Had so many apricots, you wouldn't believe it. I could list off 101 things to do with apricots. One of which is apricot wine. So we'll see how that turns out in the next 6 months or so. It'll be ready. Just have to put it in bottles and let it sit for a long time. This little kitchen area that I put out here has been great. You know, just to bring things in here and prepare them. We do all of our canning and stuff in here. When it cools down a little bit, I'm gonna come out in this area here and just cultivate that land up a bit. And probably throw down a bunch of grass seed, and we'll plant some rows in the middle of it. Yeah, 101 things to do with apricots. I had so many apricots that, you know, the limbs, I had done some pruning, and the fruit came on it so hard that the limbs were falling over it and breaking, sort of giving itself a natural prune job. But yeah, there were a bunch of limbs that had broken off over there, and over there I took them, I chipped them up. I still have some more trees to get out of here. So it's a trash tree there. There's like a whole bunch of them right along that fence there. But it's now going to become apple season, and as you can see, I may have to cut a bunch of these limbs off of this apple tree because it's also looking super heavy. Just taking it right down to the ground over there. We've got all these apple trees here too. That right there is an apricot tree, but there's an apple tree just on the other side of it. And then down on the other side of that is a pear tree. So here's what I was talking about earlier, the base of the chipper. See how it's sitting on that stand there? So when it was shipped, it arrived on that thing, and I think that was because for transportation it could rest on there, and then forks could get under there and transport it around. But it's good just to store it sitting on that, you know, just on 3-point hitch, drop it right onto that, and then I can come by and pick it up with the forks and move it somewhere. So if I would go more apricots there, like I said, I had more apricots than I knew what to do with. Okay, it's cleared out. I had a whole bunch of weeds right in here that were growing almost as tall as this thing. Got a little paint project on that door going. It's a lot of pears here coming in. I don't know if you can see them, but there's a lot of them. Here's a plum tree. Where's my hand? Here it is. These are ready. They're actually kind of sweet little plums in here. You can see those 3 right there. Light may not be right. If I get on this side of it, you can probably see better. Yeah. Look in there, there's all kinds of plums growing in here. Here's my poor project, my sweeper. Had to make room, put it out here, sort of left it there. I'll get back to it. I'll get back to it. That was the old apple tree that died. And we have new volunteers coming up beside it. Right in here, this little area is where I have 3 apple trees just sort of bunched up in here. And a lot of really good apples growing on it. They'll turn red. This one here, full of apples. This one and another one right over here. Gonna have a ton of apples this year. Pear tree, doing really well. Lots of pears. My peach tree, had to prop it up here. This year I'll prune it back because the fruit out here just got too heavy for it, but I caught it before it could actually break. But it's got lots of peaches on it. Again, I don't know if you can see, but it is just covered with peaches. Just about everywhere you look. Peaches. And so anyway, I'll have to trim this one a little bit different this year. Not different, but just prune it back a little bit harder so that the branches don't swoop over. So I'll cut them back in a little bit more. So that's the story. Another apricot tree here. Got all the apricots off of it. It was really good. This is a younger tree.